So today I'm making a little family for a house that I made in a video a few weeks ago, the Every Room is One Tile Bigger challenge. But don't worry, you don't have to have seen that video first because I'll include pictures of the places that I'm talking about in the house as I go along. But if you don't care about that, then I'm just making a little family, so it doesn't matter. And so this is the first parent. I ended up making both the parents women because just looking at the bedroom and the outside, like the garden that I made, I just feel like there's no man here or here. I just think that it makes more sense. So this was the first sim that I made. I decided that she was going to be a freelance writer. I think that's a thing, isn't it? I don't really know the freelance career in The Sims very well, but I think writer is one of them. And there's an office that I made in the house, and I think that that's where she works because I wanted to have her have a job where she works from home so it would make sense that they have an office. And so I made her a writer because there's a lot of books in there actually. When I went back and looked at it, I realized that there's a bookshelf and there's books all over the desk, so it makes a lot of sense for her to be a writer, I guess. There's no like writing paper, but you know, you would do that, you'd do that on a computer, and there's a computer, so that's her job. And for that reason, because she works from home, I kind of made her outfit more, we're not at her outfit yet, but I made it more casual because she's going to be spending a lot of time inside the house, so there's no reason for her to get all dressed up and wear jeans or anything. I know jeans aren't that dressed up, but you know what I mean, if she's just hanging around the house. And I gave her a little bit of makeup, even though she's going to be in the house, just because sometimes she likes to put on a little bit of makeup anyways. And I thought that she would wear some eyeliner. I don't know why, I just decided. And so for her hair, I don't remember what I went with. I wanted to give her hair like that, but I find that the texture of that hair, like not the texture of the hair, but like the texture of the custom content and the colors of the custom content, it just doesn't look right, you know what I mean? It looks the highlights are too bright, so it doesn't look real. But then I went with this one because I thought that one does look a little bit more real because the highlights aren't so bright. You know what I mean? I feel that about a few Simplicity Arty hairs. There's certain ones that, especially the curly hairs that aren't this one, the highlights are too bright and it just doesn't look right. So I went with this one in the end. And I also, look at those glasses, right? I feel like they're trending right now. It's like the office siren thing. And she doesn't work in an office, but she works in her own office. So I gave her those glasses because she's a writer and maybe she's going to wear glasses. I know that's not how it works, but it just seemed to fit the theme. Okay, here I was going to give her jeans, but then I decided, do you know what? Why would she be wearing jeans if she's going to be sitting at her desk writing? Jeans just aren't comfortable. So I gave her some leggings because that seemed to make more sense. And then I really wanted to give her like a cardigan, but I couldn't find one that was like as long as this jumper, so I think I ended up on this jumper. But I really wanted to give her like a cardigan. I feel like it made more sense. So I feel like I need to go custom content shopping again, although I'm running out of space on my computer. And I think I ended up on this blue cardigan, that blue jumper, and in the end. But I keep going around and trying to find a cardigan, but I just can't. And okay, so, and the shoes, I give her socks because I feel like she would have fluffy socks. I really wanted to give her those custom content ones that I have that I almost used, but I just couldn't because they interfered with the trousers. But I would have done because I feel like she would wear fluffy socks. I feel like that's the thing. Like I don't I mean, I don't know, you wouldn't actually probably wear shoes inside the house, but if you were going to, you'd wear these like pump shoes and you'd probably have some fluffy socks on. And I made her creative and lazy because, to be fair, that's the whole thing that I was going for with her outfit. And I can't remember the other one. Creative and lazy and something else. A cat lover because they have a cat. Oh my god, we'll get to that, but they have to have a cat. Okay, and this is the other parent. She is, oh, by the way, I called her, the first one, Jocelyn or something, I think. I can't remember. And I call her Kaylin in the end. And then their kids have like the same initials as them for some reason. Anyway, so this parent is going to be a detective because I wanted her to have a job where she definitely goes to work every day. I don't think you can work from home as a detective. That wouldn't really make sense. So she goes to work every day, and because there's like they don't have like 2 offices or like 2 computers or anything. So I made sure to have a job where she goes into work. And I wanted her to have like I wanted her to have an active career, or even though I'm not going to be playing, obviously it doesn't actually affect me whether it's an active career or not, but I wanted her to have like a career where there's a lot of what's the word, like promotion is not the word that I want, but like yeah, promotion, but no, because that's not what I mean. And I have a problem, right, with keeping the sim that they give me, because I hardly changed her from the original sim. I think I randomized it a few times, but the original sim that they gave me, I pretty much kept her face exactly the same, because I mean, I didn't really need to do much. And I always feel bad changing the face, because I feel like it's rude to someone who looks like the face that I change it from. You know what I mean? So I always keep my faces of my sims the same. But maybe I shouldn't, because maybe that's cheating. And I gave her a little mole beauty mark on her face as well. I was looking for that for ages, because I couldn't find the ones that wouldn't take off the skin details as well. And I gave her this hair, a little bit shorter. But I felt like it was like, I wanted her to be like a scary detective. Like the one that you don't mess with. Which is why I also, in the end, when I'm making her traits, I made her mean. Because I wanted her to be like the bad cop. The one that you don't mess with. And so for her clothes, I was trying to make her dress a little bit more masculine. But not like masculine, but just a bit more masculine. But I couldn't find any like trousers that would work. So I found some at the end. But I decided to make her wear a shirt. I think I went with this one. I mean, I did a lot of dilly-dallying trying to work out how to make... Okay, here's another problem I always have. Trying to make the end, where the top ends and where the trousers begin, trying to make them the same place, because I have a lot of very high-waisted trousers. Not so many low-waisted trousers, but I have a lot of high-waisted trousers. And so if they go up too high, they interfere with the top. If the top, I have a lot of also quite short tops, so then sometimes the trousers, they don't reach, and with a shirt like this, it wouldn't make sense for it not to reach, because the shirt looks like it's tucked in. So like that wouldn't make sense, because the shirt's obviously tucked into something. But I found some trousers in the end. I didn't want to give her jeans. That was the thing. I did keep looking at jeans, but I didn't want to give her jeans. So I think in the end I settled on these ones. I don't know if they are jeans, but they kind of don't look so denim, so I went with them. And just some trainers I think I went with, which maybe is not accurate. I think I give her socks as well. For some reason, I never give my Sims socks, but for some reason it was on my mind to make sure I give them socks. So, their surname is Rockwell, by the way. They're married, so they all have the same surname, and I made her called Kaylin. I don't know why I went with K. Actually, do you know what? I was just trying to find a name at that point. It was with the kids that I made sure that the initials were the same. And I gave her the soulmate aspiration because there's no like detective aspiration, so I thought I might as well. And then so I made her cheerful and mean. You can be both, definitely. You can be both. And I made her romantic because I might as well. I mean, that's not here yet, but I made her romantic, I promise, because her soulmate aspiration, and I couldn't think of anything else to do. And then on to the kids. So there is 3 kids. I established that when I made the house, because there's twin girls and a younger brother. I feel like they're both kid age rather than like toddlers or teens. So okay, so I made them twins. They were always going to be twins. So I made them the daughter of only Jocelyn. Is her name Jocelyn? I can't remember. I think it's Jocelyn. Anyway, I made her be called Jenny because J and J, and then the other girl, I think I called her Kristen because Kaylin and Kristen. So okay, and it's only Jocelyn's daughter, the freelance writer's daughter, because it can't be both of their daughters. So, you know, I mean, there's all sorts of ways people can have babies, but it's biologically Jocelyn's daughters, because they're twins. And then the other kid, I guess, was adopted because I made him related to no one. But he's their brother, and he's their son, whatever. And okay, so Jenny, I made her the more social one, the more outgoing one. I guess she's like the popular kid in school. I tried to make her look like she was stylish, but not like too stylish, because it's like she's still a kid, but she's like the best dressed in her class. And then this is Kristen. She's the more arty one. And I was struggling with what hair to give her for a while, because I gave Jenny, the social one, I gave Jenny like wavy hair, and I wanted to give her, because that's not curly enough compared to her sister's hair, and I wanted to give her a similar like hair texture because they're identical twins, but I wanted her to have her hair shorter, and I just couldn't find any hair that went with that, with those descriptions. So I made her hair a little bit curlier than her sister's, and I'm just explaining it by saying that but because her hair is shorter, there's like less weighing it down, so so it looks curlier, which I'm sure is true. I'm sure that's how it works, but maybe not so much, because there is quite a difference between their hair textures, but it's fine. It's The Sims, and I didn't have that much choice. So I was gonna make this her outfit, but then I decided I needed to make it more pink, because I thought about the room. Their room is very pink, and so I thought someone has to have chosen this colour scheme. So I tried to give her a pink hat as well, but then I gave up. But okay, I'm gonna insert a picture of part of the room. The reason why I needed someone to be the arty one is because someone needs to be using this crafting table. Crafting table's Minecraft. What would you call it? Like arts and crafts table. So yeah. And then the other one can talk to the teddy bears. And this is the brother, the youngest brother, and I just randomized 3 times to just get a random kid because he's adopted. I don't know, he's adopted, so I just made him random, so he's not related to anyone. And I have hardly any custom content hairs for kid boys, but like for all boys, men in The Sims, I have no custom content for them, which is why I make them the least, and why there is only one boy in this family of 5, because I just have no custom content for them. And I just feel like there isn't as much custom content out there for male Sims, so I called him Peter, and I gave him a green outfit because his room is green, and I'm just going with the color schemes of the room, as if that would make any difference to the color scheme of their outfits. And I made a cat, because of course there is a cat room. The 4-tile room in my every room is 1 tile bigger challenge was a little cat room, and I kept this cat pretty much the same, apart from I changed the coat because I just wanted to change something, because I didn't want to just keep the cat that it gave me because that's so lazy. And I also put a bit of pink on the back of its head because I decided that the cat had painted no, not the cat, sorry, I decided that one of the kids had accidentally, I hope this isn't like animal abuse, had accidentally painted the back of the cat's head. Like when the kid was painting the lampshade, the arty kid, Kristen, had accidentally painted the cat, and it just hadn't washed out, and yeah, so I don't know why. Anyway, this cat's called Belle, and the reason I really wanted to keep the cat how it was and not randomized was because it had like different color eyes, which was cool. Anyway, this is the end, so I need to say goodbye. Watch my other video that this was based on, and see you in the next one. Bye.